Hi class, I wanted to give you some video feedback. I'm going to go through these like I'm a first-time site visitor to give you an idea of the functionality, usability. Even if I've looked at them before, these are the things that we're focusing on, all right? And then what you'll do is make a list of these comments so that you may make your edits for your revision next week, all right? You may be required to submit that bulletin list, so be sure to take down some notes as you go through. It's a good idea to watch everybody's, but certainly go through your own quite well. All right, so this has a great feel about it. The colors are really good, and I do see plates, which is an issue. We have to be careful with that because it's a food truck. There won't be glassware, but the tacos look really, authentic, and so that's great. Let's see. Okay, let's just start at the top. Let's take out the search, delete that, delete this, just select it and delete it, and let's add the logo. The logo needs to go in the header. Clients really want to see that. Instead of having more and a drop down, let's select this and extend that text box so that that disappears and the contact comes up and the location. Make sure contact is after location, all right? That's going to be really important for you. Let's see if I can. All right, so you want to do that. Let's see how these things are working. See how we're linked up. Okay, I am selecting the menu, but it's not coming up. Let's see about the About Us. Okay. Need a little more contrast here for readability and a little more content. You don't need all of it, but you do need more. Same here. You need a little more contrast. We do need to have the disclaimer put here, and you don't, let's see, we don't need this. Okay, all this has to come out. You do need to link up to the client's social media. You won't need this one up here. It'll probably get in the way were you to make a mobile version, which you're not required to do this month. Okay, yeah, so take some of this out, put the disclaimer and your links, extend that logo up here. Let's see. Okay, so the menu, you're going to need to expand on your menu a little bit. What you can do is go in and add your pages. If you go to pages and menu, go to add a page, and you might find a restaurant at the bottom of once you get in there, and you can add a template for a menu item. All right. It's a good idea not to add one that has too many photos because you would have to fill all those in. So, excuse me, keep it simple, but you do need to have the descriptions of these things. All right. Okay, so that's where you are, and that's the kinds of things you are going to make sure you update before the end, by the end of the week, next Monday. Okay, let's make sure we on this one. Great start. Let's make sure we don't cover up the logo. Clients are really particular about that. Okay. Okay. So let's reduce clicking and scrolling. That's one of our big goals for usability. So let's put these either probably on 2 columns, so it's not one long column. Going back, so this is under View Offers. You could put menu because it doesn't list the specials, does it? It's just the menu. Okay, so we have we could get rid of these. Okay, but here's the thing. Okay. Okay. Link these up. Put your disclaimer down here with the year, a copyright symbol, and the year. I believe the copyright symbol is option G, but you can do a quick search to verify that. Okay, so you were playing around with some things for sure. All right. Okay. Keep in mind, anytime we have to click to get to the menu, that's added steps every time. So this is really clean. I like that. But it'd be really great if it were up here in your header. Okay, all right. Right, so see this, if it were in your header, if this were in your header, it's going to show up on every page every time I go somewhere. So make this go up to your header and put the logo there. And then when I go to locations and menu, it's going to be up there. So this is your header. You can make it a little deeper, probably make this much larger if you're going to keep it this type, and put the logo up there for sure. Okay, just a few things, and you'll want to get rid of this. Okay, next. Okay, interesting. Okay, and those do not feel, I'm not sure. I think they feel like plastic, but I mean, they look like glass. So you got to be careful. But I'm going to pretend it's plastic in this case, okay? Because it kind of gives the feel that it is. But they're not going to have glassware. It's a food truck. Our menu, this could be a bolder font. This particular font has a very thin stroke, makes it difficult to read. Okay. I hope that you have this someplace else also. Okay, so we need to be consistent with some headings. That's just a design factor. Good job down here. You've got your disclaimer. You're linked up. Good job. I'm going to pretend that's plastic or paper. A little more padding here. Maybe this comes over here a little bit, and maybe this isn't quite so far out. You know, you could crop it a little maybe, but I would bring that out. Okay, so we have to be careful with drop-down menus. It isn't occurring here, but sometimes it covers content. Have a little more space under there and there. Make consistent spacing. But otherwise really good. I do just want to see that this used again. Okay, you have it here. I'd use it in the same color somewhere, maybe here. We have to be careful. We really just want two fonts. We want one for heading and one for body copy. But your content is easy to read. Good job dropping this image back, placing your contact last, linking up all of your social instances. Good job. You're linked. All right. Nice work, nice work. You've covered all the details here for sure. Okay, nice and clean, easy to read. linked up. You have the year, you have the disclaimer. Super clean. Logo in the header. Good job. We do have some items missing from the menu. They don't need images, of course, and this is really aligned well, I could see. But we do need those sides and drinks, and desserts, whatever down here. They can be in, you can add a strip and just put some columns there, so we're not having a lot of scrolling, because I really like that we aren't. And okay, of course you do have the logo on every page, so you don't have to have that here, but I'm not going to say anything about it. Really, it's not going to affect your layout because it's not a filler. Sometimes students put it there just to put, hoping they're filling something up, but really easy to read. I like that you have your hierarchy here. Terrific job, terrific job. All right. Good work. Well done. Okay, so not a lot of edits, but some. Great job here. And you can cut that if you want, take out some of the less important things. Look at that, you went the extra step. Well done. Terrific job there. I'm going to take a little picture of that. Okay, nice. All right, everybody. Go ahead and make your list of the differences, things you need to do for your revised site, and I look forward to seeing those. Good job.